I'm Barbara Wilson. I work in UK Trade and Investment as fashion sector specialist. And I was going to talk to you today about an overview of fashion, but actually in view of what UK Trade and Investment does and your particular interests here today, I thought that it would be more relevant to talk about exporting. So I hope you're happy with that. And the topics I'd like to cover today: why should companies export? Where should they export? What is UK Trade and Investment? What UK Trade and Investment can do to help your companies? And then the government's greatest PR machine at the moment, which is the Great Weeks of Creativity. So I will talk about these topics, and then we'll have some time afterwards for questions. So please get your questions ready. I'm happy to talk about anything, even if it's not involved in the presentation. So why companies should export? Our evidence shows us that if you begin to export, you're likely to improve your productivity by 1/3 in your first year alone. So that in itself is a good reason. We also note that companies that export are 11% more likely to stay in business. Equally a good reason. And the business benefits here are levels of growth, the spread of the business risk, economies of scale when you're producing, the increase of the commercial lifespan of your products, hopefully a great improvement in financial performance and improved productivity. And also exporting boosts the profile and recognition of your brand internationally. So everything that we look at in exporting proves to us that companies, and particularly fashion companies, need to export, and they do better exporting. So where should you export to? I find that many companies immediately latch on to China, or one of the big emerging powers in Asia. Actually, we find that designers do best in the developed markets. So markets such as Europe, USA, or Japan are the easiest markets, and they're proven markets for British designers. They love the products, and they are easy enough to export to. And you need to have a solid base in these markets before launching out into the BRIC countries. The BRIC countries are Brazil, Russia, India, and China. So rapid growth markets offer wonderful opportunities, but they also carry great challenges. And UKTI is here to help you and to advise you on those challenges. We are beginning a big e-commerce program in UK Trade and Investment, and one way to avoid the challenges and sometimes dangers of exporting to emerging markets is to sell by e-commerce. And you will hear a lot more from UK Trade and Investment about their e-commerce program going forward. So, what is UK Trade and Investment? To those of you who don't know us, we are the government organisation responsible for helping UK companies to export overseas. And we also have an inward investment programme, so we bring the best companies back to the UK to open stores, to do their business and create jobs here. And one of the strengths of UK Trade and Investment is that we have professional advisors, both in the regions of the UK and in more than 100 international markets. So whatever assistance you need with your export activities, you can find someone to help you either in the UK or overseas. And we have a customer commitment to helping our customers. We provide a whole range of services, And you will hear more about those services. If you go onto our stand over the next 2 days, you will meet our international trade advisors who can fill you in on how UK trade and investment can help you. And you can sign yourself up to an international trade advisor in your region, and you can get assistance with any export queries that you have. So, some key facts about UK trade and investment. For every pound that we spend, £22 is generated for the UK economy. And our estimated total financial benefit to business across all trade services was around £6 million in 2011. And this additional profit helps to generate jobs in the UK, which is very important to us. UKTI assisted 24,000 companies to export to overseas markets over a 12-month period. And our targets for that are going to be doubled over the next year. So the kind of advice that UK Trade and Investment can offer you, through our international trade advisors and our advisors overseas, we can give you strategic and export advice, market information and research. We can assist you in identifying partners and potential customers. We assist you to promote your products, and we do support visits to markets. So anything that you wish to have in the way of assistance, you can get through UK Trade and Investment. And we do have a research program called OMIS, and using OMIS you can get any overseas embassy or consulate to do research tailored to your company and on your behalf. Again, you can talk to our international trade advisors who will be on the UKTI stand all the days of the show. And then let me talk about the GREAT campaign. The GREAT campaign is actually was David Cameron's baby, and it's the most ambitious marketing campaign that the government has ever run. And it showcases the very best of what Britain has to offer. It's not only fashion, obviously, it's the creative industries, it's architecture, it's food and drink, design, etc. And the GREAT campaign is run by the Foreign Office, Visit Britain, and UK Trade and Investment. And we do fashion shows overseas. We work with companies such as Burberry and Stella McCartney. They have great branded fashion shows. We have art exhibitions, and for example, at Milan Expo, we will do a great pavilion. So many, many different ways the GREAT campaign is promoting Britain overseas. And maybe you see a poster up here, fashion is great. If you come into Heathrow, or you're going out of Heathrow, or other airports, you will see these posters promoting Britain to all foreign visitors coming and going. So a big boost for Great Britain. And you can go onto our website, I'll give you the details later, and you will see, you'll be able to see what the GREAT campaign is doing. The Great Weeks series is part of the GREAT campaign, and the Great Weeks is a program of trade missions. They include retail, luxury, food and drink, creative industries, where fashion is included. I have to say, fashion is probably the largest taker of the trade missions. Fashion is very, very big in taking up our trade missions. And we've had a lot of success in various markets. On a trade mission, on a Great Week, you can meet potential partners. You have a showcase to exhibit your product overseas. You have a lot of seminars and market research showing you how that market works, whether it's actually suitable for you, and if it is, how you can break into that market. You get support from UK Trade and Investment while you're in the market, and networking with fellow companies, like companies, which is also very advantageous. People like to do that. So there's a list of the future Great Weeks to those who are interested. You can go onto our website, or you can Google Great Weeks campaign, which will take you straight there, and look at the Great Weeks, see if you are interested. You see the website there. You can email me. I'm very happy to answer any questions. Or you can talk to our international trade advisors, and they will assist you in advice on which is the best week for you, whether you should be going, how to access and apply, etc. So that's a short talk about exporting and what UKTI is doing.